Death of Elisa Lam. Chapter 1. The Death of Elisa Lam. The body of Elisa Lam, also known by her Cantonese name as Lam Hoi. She was discovered in a water tank on the roof of the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles on February 19, 2013. She was reported missing earlier this month. Hotel workers discovered her body after visitors complained about problems with the water supply. 5 days before the discovery of her body, the girl's disappearance attracted great attention due to the fact that the Los Angeles Police Department released surveillance video from an elevator camera in which Elisa was acting strangely. The video shows Lam going in and out of the elevator, talking to someone in the corridor and gesticulating strangely. Sometimes it's as if he's trying to hide from someone in an elevator car that seems to be broken, since the door doesn't close after pressing the control panel buttons. The video became popular on the internet and received many views on YouTube. Various versions of her death have been put forward, ranging from paranormal ones to versions associated with bipolar disorder, from which she suffered. There was also a version according to which the video was edited before being posted online in order to hide something. The circumstances of Elisa's death also raise questions. Her body was naked, and her personal belongings and clothes were floating next to her in the water. The Los Angeles Medical Examiner's Office said Elisa was not physically assaulted and died accidentally. Guests at the Cecil Hotel, which rebranded as Stay on Main, sued the hotel over the incident, and Lam's parents later filed a separate lawsuit. Some internet users noticed the similarity between Elisa's death and the death of the hero in the 2005 horror film Dark Water.
Chapter 2. Background Lam is the daughter of Hong Kong migrants who owned a restaurant in Burnaby, a suburb of Vancouver, Canada. She studied at the University of British Columbia and went there for summer studies, but at the beginning of 2013, she was not registered for it, the Cecil Hotel, where the girl was last seen. She loved to travel alone, on Amtrak and intercity buses. She visited the San Diego Zoo and posted photos from there on social media. On January 26th, she arrived in Los Angeles, and 2 days later, she checked into the Cecil Hotel near the city center. She was placed in a common room on the 5th floor, but was later moved to a separate room due to complaints from neighbors about the girl's strange behavior. There have been murders in Los Angeles before, with which this hotel was somehow connected. Serial killers Jack Unterweger and Richard Ramirez lived here. There were also suicides, one of which resulted in the death of a pedestrian on whom the suicide victim fell. After renovation work, the hotel tried to position itself as a boutique, but the company's reputation did not change. In mid-2010, she started an online blog called Ether Fields on Blogspo. For 2 years, she posted on her blog photographs of models in fashionable clothes and stories from her life, especially about her struggle with the disease. In January 2012, on her blog, she complained that she had suffered a relapse, which forced her to miss several courses. The blog lasted a little over 2 years, but she eventually decided to move from Blogspot to Tumblr.
Chapter 3. Disappearance. While Lam traveled, she was always in touch with her parents in British Columbia. On January 31st, 2013, after a trip to Los Angeles, she planned to continue her trip to Santa Cruz. Her parents did not receive a call from her and called the Los Angeles police, and the family also flew to the city to help with the search for Lam. Hotel staff who saw her that day said she was alone. Outside the hotel, the only person who noticed her was Kathy Orphan, the manager of the bookstore across the street, where she was buying souvenirs for her family. Katie described Lam in an interview with CNN as outgoing and very lively, very friendly. The police searched the hotel very thoroughly. They walked with dogs through the entire building, including the roof, unsuccessfully trying to find a trace. Sergeant Rudy Lopez later said that the officers did not search all the rooms. We would only be able to do this if there was a criminal case opened, if there was reason to believe that a crime had been committed. On February 6th, a week after Elisa Lam went missing, the police decided that they needed help, and leaflets about the girl's disappearance were posted around the city, and information was also distributed on the internet. The matter was brought to the attention of the public through the media. Chapter 4. Video recording from the elevator car. On February 14th, after 2 weeks of unsuccessful searches for the girl, the police decided to post online a video of the girl recorded by a CCTV camera in the elevator on February 1st. It attracted great interest from internet users due to the girl's strange behavior and was carefully analyzed by the public. The camera was located in one of the rear corners of the elevator car. This made it possible to see both the car itself and the corridor. The video was grainy and the date and time were pixelated. When Lam enters the elevator, she is wearing a red zip-up hoodie over a gray t-shirt, black shorts, and sandals. She walks from the left side of the corridor, enters the elevator, and approaches the control panel. He presses the buttons and takes a few steps back. Lam approaches the exit again and stands in the doorway, leaning on the wall. Suddenly, she jumps out of the elevator, takes a step to the left, and, wanting to go back, stands to the left of the elevator opening, while her clothes barely fit into the frame. The video was widely distributed, including on the Chinese video hosting site Youku, where it collected 3 million views and 40,000 comments in the first 10 days. Many found the video disturbing. Several theories have emerged that may explain her behavior. The first is that she was trying to force the elevator to move in order to escape her pursuer. Another is that she was under the influence of drugs. The theory regarding the manifestation of bipolar disorder has also been discussed. Others allege that the video was edited before it was posted online. Due to the hidden date and time, they also claim that the video was sped up and slowed down to remove certain frames to hide the truth about Lam's death. Chapter 5. Finding the Body. During the search for Elisa Lam, visitors to the hotel where she lived complained about low water pressure in the tap, dark color, and unusual taste of the water. Her body was eventually found in a 1,000-gallon water tank that supplied water to the hotel's kitchen, guest rooms, and cafe. After Elisa's body was discovered, the tank was drained and cut open as the maintenance hatch was too small to accommodate the equipment needed to lift the corpse from the bottom of the tank. On February 21st, the Los Angeles morgue reported that the main cause of the girl's drowning was her bipolar disorder. A full official morgue report released in June said Elisa Lam's body was found naked with the clothes she was wearing while in the elevator floating in a tank nearby. A watch and a hotel room key were found there.